Right now, a massive storm system is barreling towards 75 million Americans, and what happens in the next 72 hours will determine whether you see damaging winds, large hail, or something far more dangerous. But here's what the models just revealed in the last 6 hours that changes everything. 3 separate storm systems are about to collide over the central United States, creating a weather pattern we haven't seen in nearly 15 years. The first storm is already developing right now across the Southwest. The second monster storm is gathering strength over the Pacific Ocean with moisture levels that could bring 8 to 12 feet of snow to the Rockies. And the third system? It's the one nobody's talking about yet, but it could bring a surprise snowstorm to 23 million people in the Northeast by early next week. Let me show you exactly when this arrives in your city because timing is everything with this pattern. Starting Friday morning, the first wave hits West Texas and New Mexico. By 9 a.m. Friday, Albuquerque sees the initial rain bands. Midland and Odessa get thunderstorms by 11 a.m. El Paso stays dry until Friday afternoon around 2 p.m. Now here's the critical detail most forecasts are missing. This isn't just rain. Hail up to 2 inches in diameter is possible across West Texas between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Friday. That is golf ball-sized hail that can total vehicles and punch through roofing. By Friday evening at 6 p.m., the storm explodes across Dallas-Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. But wait, there's a twist developing that just appeared in the latest model run. Temperatures Friday afternoon reach 68 degrees in Dallas, 72 in Houston, and 71 in San Antonio. Those numbers might sound pleasant, but they are actually dangerous. Why? Because warm, unstable air is rocket fuel for severe weather. And when that collides with the cold front racing in from the west, we get exactly what meteorologists fear most: significant tornado potential. Saturday morning brings the most dangerous 12-hour window. Let me walk you through this step by step, city by city, because your safety depends on understanding the precise timing. 6 a.m. Saturday. Heavy rain ongoing from Oklahoma City to Little Rock to Memphis. Rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Localized flooding begins in low-lying areas. 9 a.m. Saturday. The line of storms intensifies. Shreveport, Louisiana sees severe weather developing, wind gusts reaching 50 to 60 miles per hour possible. Noon Saturday, this is when things get serious. A squall line forms from Dallas through Texarkana into southern Arkansas. This is a quasi-linear convective system. And here is what that means for you. A solid line of thunderstorms, hundreds of miles long, producing widespread damaging winds and embedded tornadoes that can spin up with little warning. 3 p.m. Saturday. The severe weather threat shifts east into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Jackson, Mississippi is in the critical zone. Hattiesburg, Meridian, and Tuscaloosa all face severe weather between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Saturday. 6 p.m. Saturday. New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and Mobile enter the danger zone. Damaging winds 60 to 70 miles per hour capable of downing trees and power lines. Large hail up to 2.5 inches and brief tornadoes all possible through Saturday night. But here's what you need to know right now, and I'll reveal the exact cities at greatest risk in just 30 seconds. The National Weather Service has already highlighted a 5% tornado probability zone stretching from northeastern Texas through northern Louisiana and southern Arkansas for Saturday. But Colorado State University's severe weather model shows something more concerning: a 15% tornado probability in the same region. That's a significant risk level. Sunday brings phase 2 of this outbreak, and this is where most people let their guard down. Don T make that mistake. 6 a.m. Sunday. The storm system is now centered over Tennessee and northern Alabama. Nashville, Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Huntsville all dealing with heavy rain and embedded thunderstorms. 9 a.m. Sunday. Here's the plot twist. While everyone's focused on the south, a second area of severe weather develops from the Gulf Coast northward. This includes Pensacola, Panama City, Tallahassee, and southern Georgia. Isolated tornadoes possible through Sunday afternoon. 3 p.m. Sunday. The system pushes into the Carolinas. Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh all seeing strong to severe thunderstorms. Wind gusts 45 to 55 miles per hour. Now let me reveal something that just changed in the last model run that affects 40 million people in the Northeast. Monday morning, the storm reaches the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, and here's where it gets interesting. If the low-pressure system tracks just 50 miles farther north, Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, and Hartford could see significant snowfall. We are talking 3 to 6 inches possible. But if it tracks 50 miles south, you get all rain. Right now, the models are split 50-50. This is a forecast we'll need to watch hour by hour. Let me give you the snow potential breakdown. Albany, New York, 40% chance of 4+ inches of snow by Monday evening. Scranton, Pennsylvania, 55% chance of 3 to 5 inches. Binghamton, New York, 60% chance of 4 to 7 inches. Burlington, Vermont, 30% chance of 2 to 4 inches. But that's just storm system number 1. Storm system number 2 arrives Tuesday, and this one's a monster. Starting Monday night, an atmospheric river slams into the west coast. This is a fire hose of moisture stretching from Hawaii to California, and it's loaded with tropical moisture. Let me give you the rainfall totals, because these numbers are staggering. San Diego, 3 to 5 inches of rain Monday through Wednesday. Los Angeles, 4 to 7 inches of rain. San Francisco, 5 to 9 inches of rain. Sacramento, 4 to 6 inches. Portland, 6 to 10 inches. Seattle, 7 to 12 inches. That rainfall will trigger flooding from San Diego to Seattle. Urban flooding, river flooding, mudslides, and burn scar areas, all major concerns. If you live in Southern California near any of the recent wildfire zones, Tuesday and Wednesday are high-risk days for debris flows. Now here's the part that affects the entire country. Want to know when this impacts your area? Drop a comment with your city and I'll give you the exact timing. The snow from this system is going to be absolutely incredible. The Sierra Nevada mountains could see 8 to 12 feet of snow between Sunday and Thursday. Donner Pass could get 10 to 15 feet. That's not a typo. 15 feet of snow. Mammoth Mountain, 8 to 12 feet. Lake Tahoe area, 7 to 11 feet. This is generational snowfall for ski resorts. The Cascades also cash in big. Mount Rainier, 6 to 10 feet. Mount Hood, 5 to 9 feet. Mount Bachelor, 4 to 8 feet. And the Rockies join the party. Aspen, 3 to 5 feet. Vail, 4 to 6 feet. Breckenridge, 3 to 5 feet. Jackson Hole, 5 to 8 feet. Big Sky, Montana, 4 to 7 feet. But here's what happens next that creates storm system. Number 3. All that moisture eventually crosses the Rockies by Wednesday and Thursday, and when it does, it creates another major storm system over the central United States. This one sets up even farther north, which means a completely different set of cities in the crosshairs. Wednesday morning, heavy snow develops across the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Minneapolis could see 6 to 10 inches of snow Wednesday into Thursday. Fargo, 8 to 14 inches. Duluth, 10 to 16 inches. Green Bay, 5 to 9 inches. Madison, 4 to 7 inches. But here's the temperature story that is absolutely wild. While the Dakotas get hammered with snow, areas just 200 miles south hit record warmth. Tuesday and Wednesday next week, check out these forecast highs. Des Moines, Iowa, 71 degrees. Omaha, Nebraska, 73 degrees. Kansas City, 76 degrees. St. Louis, 74 degrees. Chicago, 68 degrees. These are temperatures you'd expect in mid-April, not mid-February. Several cities could break or tie daily record high temperatures. This is a fake spring, and it won to last. Here's the weather outlook for major outdoor events happening across America in the next 7 days. Saturday. The Daytona 500 practice and qualifying in Daytona Beach, Florida faces severe weather risk between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., damaging winds and lightning delays likely. Sunday, high school basketball championships across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama all dealing with severe weather during afternoon and evening hours. If you are traveling to these games, plan for delays. Monday, President's Day events from Washington, D.C. to Boston could see snow mixing with rain. The Philadelphia Mummers Parade faces wet weather all day. New York City events see rain and wind with gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. Tuesday through Thursday, West Coast skiing hits jackpot conditions, but avalanche danger goes extreme across the Sierras and Cascades. Backcountry access will be severely limited or closed entirely. Now let me show you the cities with the highest severe weather risk percentages for this weekend, because this determines whether you need to change your Saturday plans. Shreveport, Louisiana, 67% chance of severe weather Saturday afternoon and evening. Tyler, Texas, 72% chance. Texarkana, 78% chance. Monroe, Louisiana, 69% chance. Jackson, Mississippi, 58% chance Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Here's what that means practically. If you live in these cities, Saturday afternoon is not the time to be out shopping or at outdoor events. This is the time to be home, sheltered, with your severe weather plan ready to execute. The rainfall totals from this entire pattern are going to be significant for drought relief. Over 147 million Americans live in areas currently experiencing some level of drought. This storm pattern brings help, but with flooding risks attached. Dallas-Fort Worth area, 2 to 4 inches of rain Friday through Sunday. Houston, 3 to 5 inches. New Orleans, 2 to 4 inches. Memphis, 3 to 6 inches. Nashville, 2 to 5 inches. Atlanta, 1 to 3 inches. Charlotte, 1 to 2 inches. The drought situation improves significantly across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and parts of the Ohio Valley. This is beneficial rain that S desperately needed, but it comes too fast in too short a time frame, creating the flooding concerns. Now here S, the long-range pattern that develops after these 3 storm systems move through, and this affects your weather for the rest of February into early March. The Arctic Oscillation Index nosedives late February. Translation: another blast of cold air arrives across the central and eastern United States between February 25th and March 5th. This isn't just a quick cold shot. This could be a week to 10 days of below-average temperatures. Cities like Atlanta, Birmingham, Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Columbus, and even parts of the Mid-Atlantic could see another round of winter weather during the first week of March. The European model is now showing this pattern. The American GFS model is showing this pattern. When multiple models agree this far out, it increases confidence. What does this mean for you? Don T, pack away your winter gear yet? Don T, switch to summer tires yet? This fake spring warm-up next week is temporary. 173 major cities and towns across America will be impacted by these 3 storm systems over the next 10 days. From Seattle to Miami, from San Diego to Boston, nobody escapes this active pattern. The weather pattern we re-entering is the most active February pattern in 14 years. Multiple storm systems, severe weather outbreaks, flooding rains, feet of snow, record warmth, and then a return to winter. It's all coming in the next 2 weeks. Comment below with your city and I'll personally reply with your specific forecast timing. And here's what S coming tomorrow that you absolutely need to see. The exact snowfall map for the Northeast, the final call on whether New York and Boston get buried or just get rain, and why the pattern after March 1st could bring another major winter storm to the East Coast. You want to miss